What's up, guys? Sonic's the Hedgie here. I'm just gonna be going over what's wrong with Sonic. Besides the fact of the glitchy new Sonic Boom Rise It lyric, I was just thinking, and Sonic 06, keep calm and play Sonic 06, sure. People should say that. Well, let's go look at one of a good video. It should be right here.
Take a break. Second. Definitely quick for a small guy, but hardly the fastest thing alive. So here's a quick quiz. What do Samus from Metroid and Sonic the Hedgehog have in common? I'll give you a second. Ready? They're both has about 5 or so spikes on his back and can...
Never mind. Doesn't work at all. People just hate Sonic so much. This is stuff that I mostly say. I'd say the exact same thing.
Sonic! Stop hating on Sonic for no reason!
Yeah, you guys gotta stop fucking hating Sonic. Really. This kid is screaming because of Sonic haters. Probably millions more.
say, oh, Sonic 06 was a good game. Sonic 06, best Sonic game ever. Idiots! And yet you criticize, let's bring up an example. Sonic Generations for being too lighthearted. Too much 2D platforming. And that's not all, guys. When you I didn't like Sonic Generations. It's because it's too childish. They need to bring Sonic back to the darker plots, and they need to make him fall in a pile of garbage again. No!
I don't get it, guys. Sonic is awesome.
You need to shut the fuck up!
How to deal with Sonic haters.
You need to shut the fuck up!
I agree with him. Yeah, now I know why he only has 9 subscribers. Because his video fucking sucks.
Light show! Introduce yourself, dude. Hey, what's going on, guys? Proxy here.
Never mind.
Modern Sonic is bad. Sonic is Sonic!
Let's look at this one.
Whenever I think of the word evolution, I usually either think of Pokemon or my crazy science teacher from high school. Today, however, we're talking about the constant evolution in gaming. Technology is rapidly improving, and in turn, games are consistently looking and playing better and better. However, during this quest to make games even more absolutely freaking awesome, there were some rough patches that were hit. We eventually got over them, but not without the scars to show for it. I'm of course talking about the awkward shift from 2D gaming to 3D gaming. During the Nintendo and Sega era, video games were at an all-time high. Sales were good, the games were breathtaking, so many memorable characters were created, and of course, there was the infamous bit war that was going on. The NES was 8-bit, but the Sega Genesis was 16-bit. Then the Super Nintendo came out and said, screw you, we're also 16-bit. And so forth and so on. Now, do I fully understand the technicality of bits? No, I don't. I only know that it was a big deal back in the day. But this war was definitive proof that gaming was trying to take the next step into the future and evolve. You see, in the 80s and 90s, everything was a side-scroller. Mario, Mega Man, Castlevania, Contra, Kirby. If you were a developer and wanted to play it safe, you made a side-scroller. Kind of like nowadays, if you want to make a game but you're not exactly sure on what to make, you play it safe and put together an uninspired and boring first-person shooter. So with multiple companies competing to make the best product, it was only a matter of time until we ditch the old and boring 2D games and move on to beautiful and revolutionary 3-dimensional graphics.
I know, right?
That's when the problem started.
Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal actually made they actually made a side scroller in Shattered Crystal, so yeah.
Happening. Back then, 3D gaming on a console wasn't exactly common. There did exist a few 3D titles and they were good, but the idea of now creating a console where everything now had to be 3D rendered images and polygons and all that good stuff definitely puts a lot of pressure on the companies. One of the most difficult tasks here is to maintain the core formula of a game while at the same time changing it up to match the technology. Some play it safe. Kirby 64 utilized the technology in a different way. It stayed true to being a side-scroller, but instead of using sprites, they used 3D rendered images. Cool. However, some like to be innovative. One of the best examples, of course, would have to be Mario 64. The Mario games are about rescuing the princess, going on awesome adventures, and traveling the cool worlds. And Mario 64 delivers all of that. In a two-dimensional world, I can't really tell what resides where. There's a real lack of immersion when playing. But in the new 3D installment, all of a sudden everything is given life. I can see what resides where, proportion is given so I can see how big or small I really am, and I get immersed so much more easier when playing it. Same with Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Everything from the original formula was taken and made into something great. But this was still the early days of 3D gaming, so it wasn't perfect. The camera is always an issue in these games, and the controls will definitely cause some frustration. But what's weird is that this formula didn't always work. Castlevania 64 is a perfect example. Just like Mario, Castlevania's early games were side-scrollers, and they were tons of fun. So, eventually, it was time for Simon Belmont to take his vampire-slaying ass into the third dimension. And when he finally did, it didn't turn out so well. For one, Simon Belmont isn't even in these games, and that's fine, I can live with that. That's not where the problems arise. Castlevania 64 relies heavily on exploration and less on action. This means you'll be spending most of your time walking around a dark and barren wasteland, occasionally fighting some enemies. The action portions are also pretty lackluster. The whip...
You guys just really gotta stop hating Sonic. That's all I'm gonna say to this. So that's all. You fuckers just stop hating Sonic, got it? If you leave a dislike, I will come and murder you. So, see ya.